I want to set every man in life. I want to set your soul right. And what I mean by every man in life, that is woman and child included also. Like when I say man, I mean all of us, the human family of the planet Earth. So I want all of man to learn this way that I come bearing and bringing, that I'm actually, in this way, I'm trying to bring heaven down to earth. And yes, we men, whom have been given dominion over all things, we are the only ones. Not even the angels could do this, what we have been given to us to do. The glory that the Father had laid upon us, men. But we are so divided and so kept apart by the color of our skins, the the looks of ourselves, and the content of our characters, not realizing that all of our characters are flawed. Like you from the religions, you all think that your way is right, yet your way is flawed. All of your ways flawed. But there is one way which is without flawlessness. That means there is one way which is not flawed. Only one way that you could adapt to take within yourself to live by these rules so that what is inside you comes outside of you. There is only one way to live this that you show heaven's truth by. And what is this way called? It's called simply love. No other name does it have. Love is the name, love is the way, love is the door. Now, by one man comes this way. And if you don't believe this, look throughout all the scriptures. It's always been just by one man that the Father has decided to not let God seek out his vengeance. And there's just but one man left who comes to steer you all to that place which is called love, so that all men, we may begin to truly know it and live by it, so that all of humanity can succeed in the way that the Father did intend. Because let me tell you, all of you who say we children of God, I keep telling you, you all wrong. For the one who was God left behind no children. And the one who was God when he left, he said, ye are my brothers and sisters. You know how he said this? When he told men, he said, have I not told you that ye two are gods, children of the Most High? See, who do you think man? Who do you think we are? Well, you should know that we the last things that the Father did make. And by God, did the Father make us. Like, everything in creation was spoken into existence, except for the last thing that was created, and that's us men. We were shaped and formed, and then breathed into. That's the story that you all seem to not get right. Because you don't know who shaped and formed, like the very flesh that you live in, your body. Who do you think shaped and formed it? Designed it from your heart to everything that lives in it. Who do you think designed it? God. Now, how did this thing that God had formed, how did it begin to live? By the Father, whom God is the only begotten of. See, God shaped and formed you and me. But it was the Father whom he is the only begotten of. It was his breath that gave life into us, that we became living beings. Not only did we become living beings, but the one who is the Father, out of all the things that he had made, he gave us to share an equalness with him. Which is why His only begotten son came back and told us because we had lost our way since the beginning, and the first man did and disobeyed and touched that which he was not supposed to, and all men were cursed. There came this man God to deliver us from this curse, and he did. All of you, because of religions, you don't see who the Father and God is. And I'm going to tell you, I tell everybody, follow Geno Jennings. But you know where that stops? Geno Jennings. You need to come and have this discussion with me, because it seems that it's going to be the only way you truly begin to see the Father and the Son. Because you'll talk about Jesus and say, oh, here's God and he is the Father, and you don't know what you're speaking. And I can show you by the very scripture that you keep reading, which by your own understanding you keep giving out unto your congregation. So many of them are starting to believe, and because there were really none who could stand against you, least but me. And I keep, it's gonna happen. Your doctrine is gonna meet my doctrine. And on the very day, your doctrine shall change. Mine shall remain the same. For I know who the Father and the Son is. In fact, me being that spirit of that truth that comes from the Father, but by him, I'll come to share this knowledge with you. I should have hoped that one day soon that you take me into your fold, that you might learn. Now I know where you at, but you know where I'm at too. Because I don't let you have my number. You know your little your secretary and all of them. Oh, they got my number. It's time you call me, so that you no longer be led by your own understanding. Because I tell you, by your own understanding, are you still led? Especially many of the things that you speak about today. Like you'll tell a man, oh, if you smoke cigarettes, you drink, you do this, you disobeying. I love you all. You're wrong.